Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so I tweeted about this the other night when I got to this point. I decided to save it to do for a video. But yes, we are at the end of an era. So I've talked about quite a lot in older videos, whenever we've talked about like needing EZA for Zenni's for EZA and stuff like that, about how I grind a lot of the EZA events way past stage 30 in order to farm the extra Hercule medal statues to get a ton of extra Zenni. And yeah, the Tech Broly one is a classic one that a lot of people have farmed all the way up to stage 999. I mean, you can see here, I wanted to get 998 in the video as well, because the team that I'm using is so good that sometimes even this high up, the stage doesn't actually take very long to beat. But you can see I'm at stage 998 and I am rank 6 on my friends list. So I already have a bunch of people on my friends list that have already gone ahead and finished this off. So this is the team that I'm using. Obviously, we all know like Super Tech Movie Heroes is probably the strongest mono team in the game. You know, buff after buff constantly coming out. And yeah, the most recent one is the physical Vegeta that released from the Saiyan Day banner. One of the things that's been pretty cool about using him that I've seen as we've played through these various attempts is with his support ability. So he gets hit 3 times and then he gives 30% support, not only for that rotation but for the next rotation as well. My LR Piccolo is 79%, so 2 dupes. I've had instances where Vegeta's on turn 1, gets hit 3 times, and then Piccolo's on the next rotation with STR Piccolo. And then obviously LR Piccolo needs to take some hits in slot 1 to buff up his passive, but I've seen him after taking like a couple of hits in slot 1 on that turn, which is his first appearance, with the support from STR Piccolo and the support from the Vegeta carrying over from the previous turn, he's getting like 13 million attack stat on his first turn with 2 dupes. So yeah, he's pretty good. And as you get a little bit further through, especially when you get to this point and the turns start to, well, the phases start to take a little bit longer, you also have like the transformation with the gods, you have the orange Piccolo transformation. It's really only up to this point, the only ways I can really die is if I put Tech Vegeta in front of quite a few attacks and then he gets hit with a super, especially as the first attack, because he gets a little bit of extra defense per hit. Because unfortunately, despite all the summons that I did on the Saiyan Day banner and getting the God Goku to 90%, I only got 1 copy of the Tech Vegeta. So but yeah, like rotations like this, it's like impossible for me to die because I can just put Piccolo in slot 1, and then we have STR Piccolo in slot 2. I don't even need to worry about him getting the what's what I'm talking about, the full key, because obviously Piccolo gets hit in slot 1, gives everybody 2 extra key, and there you go. So there's yet another reason why he's so good. But I mean, there he is, turn 1, 8 million. That's with just the support from Piccolo, and he got hit what, once in slot 1. So LR Piccolo is still a very, very good unit. Now the STR one, he's basically only on the team obviously to gas up the LR, because STR is one of the typings that gets the massive amount of damage reduction in this fight against Broly, and he's AGL anyway. So as you can see, like STR Piccolo basically does no damage, but not only is he helping out the LR Piccolo, but he is a support unit for super types in general anyway. So obviously we are getting a decent amount of support out of him being on the rotation. So you can go ahead and do this. Probably not going to get any hits in with Vegeta during this run, but that's fine. With him being at 55%, the first hit that he takes, because obviously he gets a little bit of extra defense each time he's getting hit, but the first hit that he takes like 100k at this point at 55%. Now the obvious one, I'm sure a bunch of you are wondering to yourselves already why that unit is not on the team. I have not been using the Tech Khalifa, because if you use her, she obviously has a 100% chance to dodge. So I could have, once it got to the point where Vegeta started to take way too much damage from these attacks from Broly, I could have swapped him out for her. And then obviously, you know, every single time you put her anywhere, she's never going to take any damage. But I quite liked getting that little bit of extra support from Vegeta. I think there was only really 1 or 2 occasions where I put him in front of a bunch of attacks and then he got supered and got me killed. But it allowed me to see some funny turns with LR Piccolo, which is basically what I was going for. So, but there you go. That is stage 998. So here we go. We are finally going to do stage 999. This EZA will be fully completed, and then I guess I'll have to find a different one. Because this is one of the things, right? This is why I never have to worry about Zenni, because even before I started grinding all of the EZAs, I've done this a little bit on my JP. You guys know I have my JP account, which is fairly new. Whenever I get low on Zenni, I can literally just jump in and do a bunch of stages of the BROLY EZA and get a whole bunch of Hercule statues to sell. And it's like, obviously it's not infinite because we're about to finish it, but especially if you're somebody who literally has only done the first like 30 stages of a lot of these EZAs, you just have this huge resource there for getting free Zenni, right? And there's a whole bunch of the EZAs that are really, really easy. The Family Kamehameha one is another one that I've started doing. I'm up to about 360 something, I want to say, 370 something. Because the weakness category for that is AGL movie bosses and tech. So, and we've had units like LR Golden Freezer come out. Metal Cooler got his EZA during the download celebration. There's that free-to-play like fourth form Cooler. Tech Janemba. Turles with his EZA is very, very good. So there's a lot of these EZAs that are very, very easy, way past stage 30. And if you guys have obviously watched the video, it's quite a while ago now. We're probably coming up on it being almost a year old. But I made that video talking about the auto-clicker thing, which I still use now very regularly to get these for things like link leveling and stuff like that. You can literally just throw that on and let the game play itself and farm a whole bunch of the stages. Because basically, if you've seen the original video that I made a separate one because people wanted to ask, people wanted to see the differences in setting it up for link leveling. But when I originally made that video, it was for doing the 999 stages of the All-Star EZA. So because it was set up to do an EZA, you don't have to change any of the steps. So if you already set that up back in the day to do the All-Star battle, you can literally use that same script setup and it just will run any EZA. So obviously the only thing is it will always pick the recommended friend unless you add extra steps. So for example that Family Kamehameha one, it always wants to pick an STR LR Cooler. And of course STR is again in that event a typing that doesn't do any damage, so Cooler doesn't really do any damage. If he supers a few times he actually still tanks like the normal attacks really, really well, but he will not tank a super well at all. And then yeah, he doesn't really do a lot of damage, so I just manually go in to the friends list and pick an AGL Turles. But I mean, I left it on auto and it got from stage like 300 to 370 or something while I was at work. So very, very straightforward way of getting a ton of Zenni without you really having to put in any effort. So, and yeah, this Broly one, I mean, we did die here, but obviously with Carnival Goku on the rotation, so it's kind of part of the plan. I put him in slot 1 in case he ate the super. It didn't really matter who died this turn, right? Obviously we get the revival regardless, but and then yeah, now we have this rotation, so it's literally impossible for us to die. Plus, I mean, I guess I could just do this, right? I'll press the auto button, it'll go ahead and transform into Orange Piccolo. And yeah, there you go. With the glitch that exists, for those of you who don't know about the giant forms, I'm assuming it works in EZAs as well. Because it pauses the turn, so you can see at the bottom we're on turn 3. When we come out of the Orange Piccolo transformation, we will still be on turn 3, if we come out of it, because we're probably going to kill him. If we come out of it, it will still be turn 3. What that means is, if Broly super attacks at all during the transformation, when we go back to normal, it's still turn 3. So the game registers that as, oh well, Broly has already super attacked on turn 3. And most bosses can only super attack once per turn. So once you come out of the transformation, the boss actually cannot super attack. So it's like, and not only do you get this one turn of like free damage, where you can't take any damage whatsoever, as long as you do get supered during the transformation, it basically guarantees that on the turn you come out of the transformation, you're not going to die either, because unless you're running like a wacky team trying like a challenge or something, most of the units will be tanking normals. But yeah, there you go. So Orange Piccolo finishes off Broly. It's the end of an era, one Zenni mine, completely tapped dry. All 999 stages of the AGL BROLY EZA completed. You can see the friends list. There you go. Jumps up to number 1. Because if you're joint position with somebody, it will give you that highest number possible. But I still think it's pretty funny seeing an EZA at like 998, and I was only 5th on my friends list. So there you go, 999 stages. Shout out to all my boys on the screen here who have also done the 999 stages. I'm not sure why Cuckoo, my rival from the previous World Tournament, has stopped on 998, but there you go. So, yep, pointless to do technically. Like, you don't get anything out of it other than the Hercule statues, but it's something to do to make sure you always have Zenni. Never have to worry about when they drop a whole batch of EZAs or anything like that, whether you can actually afford to do them. And so, yeah, I guess we are going to be moving on to this one as the grind. So, I think I have... Do I have anyone on my friends list that's already got to 999 on this one? I probably do. I mean, again, I'm at 384 and I'm 10th on my friends list. So... Oh, my boy Ark is the highest. That's 724. Okay. So I could quite easily get up to... I can get first without even having to go to 999. Let's go. Alright, well, anyway, there you go. So... That is going to be it for the video, guys. I just wanted to get this on video because the World Tournament's going on. I'm probably going to be grinding away. I'm sure you guys are as well. So I thought this would just be a fun video to go up while the World Tournament is on. And I guess some people out there probably don't know easy ways to get Zenni. But yeah, with a good tech movie heroes team, you don't even have to have the optimal team or the same team that I was running. You can easily do hundreds of stages of the Broly one and get tons of Zenni. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.